which I have a surprise for you at the end when we're gonna tone those pieces. Hey guys, it's your girl Crystal Chaos and I'm back with another video. I know I kind of left you guys hanging like, did she move? Is she still in the salon? What happened during the pandemic? Like literally the whole quarantine. I did decide to move actually. We are in my dining room right now, but this is the only This is the only sneak peek that you'll get on this channel. If you want to check out the apartment tour, there is a full 26-minute video over on my new vlog channel that I just started. You can check that out, and if you want to subscribe, that would be fantastic. I'll be doing 2 videos a week over there and 1 video a week here. Don't forget to stay till the end of the apartment tour because I spill a little bit of tea about what's been going on. So let's jump into today's video. Paw Mitchell has sent me a box. This is their wood technique. There's also one called stone. So what Paw Mitchell is doing is they are doing education in a box since we're in the middle of a pandemic and the educators can't really go into salons and give classes anymore. They are doing education in a box and they upload the videos directly to YouTube so you can follow along, you can watch them beforehand, however you want to do it, and then everything that you need is just in the box. So they sent me the one for the wood technique, and what comes in the box is a little Deborah, a little doll head, which doll heads are actually, they're usually pretty expensive. So this is nice, and you can use her more than one time, I'm sure. So she's like a auburny kind of color. We also have 3 tubes of the Color XG Permanent Hair Color. It comes in 9VG, which is a 9 Violet Gold. It's one of their newer colors. It's very pretty. A 6A and a 7NB. Then we also have a feathered, this is the straight razor. It's just a feathered razor. Then they give you a pack of Skylight. Now Skylight is a hand painting clay lightener. I do not use clay lightener in the salon. It just doesn't, I've never had a client that needed it. The only thing I will really use this for is probably to remove fashion colors. Clay lightener is a lot more gentle and does not lift as quick or as much as traditional powder lightener. So I will use this to remove fashion color on hair that is not like super compromised, and I won't use anything above a 20 volume with B3 with it. So that's what that will be good for, but for what they're doing for the technique, this is perfect and it's fine. That's why it's in the box. So we also got a hot off the press flexible style. This is a thermal protector, has like a wee bit of hole to it. And then I got a box of the Dim-Eye. So the Dim-Eye is a Dim-Eye permanent hair color, but it's a liquid Dim-Eye permanent hair color. So they sent a 9A, which is a 9 ash. They sent a 9BV, which is a 9 blue violet. A 6BV, which is a 6 blue violet, a 6A, which is a 6 ash, and a 9PA, which is a 9 pearl ash. So they send you all the colors that you need for the technique that they are doing on the YouTube video. Also, if the light changes, it's because like clouds keep going by the sun. I close the blinds, but you know. So this is everything that they have sent us. Now for this, I want to change this technique. I don't want to do it 100% exactly how they're doing it, because I want to take the technique and use it, yes, but I also want to mold it into something that I could actually use on a client, or that, not that you couldn't use this technique on a client. There are plenty of people out there with clientele that absolutely could use this, but my specific clientele is a very high contrast clientele, and I don't foresee anyone asking for this. But if they do, I know how to do it, and I just will replace the one thing that I'm going to change, which is going to be the lightener, with clay lightener, and it'll be fine. So I'm going to replace the clay lightener with the Paw Mitchell Synchro Lift. This is regular, just powder lightener, ultra quick blue powder lightener. So I want to create a more high contrast look, and I also have brought some other colors from the salon to possibly switch out some of the Dim-Eye permanent colors with. I have no clue where they are, but I will definitely show you guys those. And there's also a couple of things in the video, if I remember, that she does that I'm going to do differently. So without further ado, let's get into working on this mannequin. Okay, so I've actually already gone ahead and parted her off. So we watched the parting, and I just feel like parting is relative to how the person wears their hair and which side they part their hair to. So I parted her into 3 sections like she was talking about, which are supposed to be like the rings of the wood. And then I've left this part out, which I think she does too. So I've left this out, and then I've left around her face and the bottom back here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to deepen her base just a little bit. I'm going to use that 6A that they gave me, and I'm going to put it all over just our bottom section down here. So all of this will stay up. So this will all stay up and out of the way. I'm going to take in front of her ear, and I'm going to pull that up into this as well. Basically, we're taking her little money piece area right here, her bang area. So this is what we want to take, and we're going to put that up and away. And so all of this, I really wish she was on like a swivel thing. All of this will be 6A. Because this does have like kind of an orangey tinge to it, like a coppery kind of tinge. The ash will cancel out any of that, like those orange tones, because blue cancels out orange. Perfect. So now we're going to put a 6A over all of this. Normally I would use 5 volume. Unfortunately, I only have these small things of 20 volume here at home. On a normal person, if you are just deepening and toning like that, just 5 volume. Don't be using 20 for that. This just happens to be all I have here, and she's a mannequin, so it's fine. So I'm using, all my tools are Paul Mitchell, which they didn't send those, I just already had them. The Paul Mitchell brushes, if you're a hairdresser, you know how a stiff bristle brush is just, so Paul Mitchell has really stiff bristles on their brushes, and I actually went to a Paul Mitchell school, so they teach you when you're applying color to comb it through with the brush. So I've just always done that. I love it. I find I can get a little bit more saturation that way. So now I'm just going to go through and finish this, and I'm going to play some cool music for you guys and kind of speed this up so we can get this part done. So I'm going to start working on getting some foil down here and then working on these top sections. But also working on not ruining my dining room table. Okay, so we've gone ahead and put our foil to cover that. Even though I'm going to use foil, I still want to protect it. I've mixed up the blue powder lightener, the Synchro Lift from Paul Mitchell, and I've used 20 volume because again, that's all I have, but usually that's probably what I would use. Depending on how much lift I wanted, I might even use a 15 on her. So fun fact, if you are a do-it-yourselfer, you don't always have to go for the highest volume. You can make 15 by using equal parts of 20 and 10. Now I know you're thinking in your head 20 plus 10 equals 30, but in the world of science, it actually is a 15 volume developer. We're gonna get started. I'm gonna start right here. So in the video, she just does like she paints the balayage on. I don't ever do balayage like that. I actually just tease the hair, which is a pretty, it's a pretty common thing. There's a lot of people that do it. They call them tease lights. Here's our section, and I'm just gonna tease. So when you tease like this, what it does is it pushes this hair to the root, and then when you, cause in the video, okay. So in the video, she went back after she did the balayage, and she took, I think, the 7NB or the 6A, I can't remember. She took one of the colors, and where the color feathered into the natural color, she put that color there as a transition color. However, you do not have to take that extra step if you do tease lights. So you push it up, and then when I brush this out later, it'll just be a perfect blend, and I won't have to put that color there in the middle to create that transition because I'll already have a transition. The only bad thing about it on this mannequin is that her hair up here is still this color, while this down here is now a 6A. We'll figure that out when we get to it. I kind of don't even mind the warmer tones. I just wanted the bottom to be a smidge darker. So we are learning and doing together, okay? Let's do this. Okay, so she's teased. So I'm just going to put my foil up in there, hold the hair nice and taut, get my lightener, make sure that you saturate the hair, get it on the foil. That's what makes it stick. And then I'm just going to we're gonna saturate her, girl. So once you get up to this teased part, it's not a secret, but it's what I like to do. You're just gonna feather up. So you're still feathering, but it's not the whole section of hair. So you're just feathering up into that tease. Okay, so this whole video has just now taken a turn. So I have mixed up 6A and the Dim Eye, which is the liquid Dim Eye permanent hair color. I've mixed up 6VR, which is a 6 violet red. It's so pretty in the Dim Eye. And then I mixed up a 6BV, which is a 6 blue violet. So everything on her hair will be pretty dark level 6 except for the blonde pieces, which I have a surprise for you at the end when we're going to tone those pieces. So this has really taken like a direction of its own. But I think that's pretty cool. Like, I like bright colors. So we're going to get into it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to do like a weave highlight right here. And this will be some lightener. Just feathering it into that weave. I don't want to go all the way to the scalp. I don't want it to expand and give her bleed lines. Guys, I am so hungry. I just got so much delicious food from Trader Joe's and I cannot freaking wait to make some of it. So, shameless plug, go check out my vlog channel. You can see the Trader Joe's haul. Yeah! We love a Trader Joe's. This is my 6A. We're gonna root shade this section with a 6A. So this won't be quite as opaque or quite as dark as our bottom color, but it's in the same fam, girl. So now following along that, what she was doing in the video with the the wood paneling that she was making in the hair, we're going to do the same thing with our 6VR and our 6BV. This is going to be utilizing some of her natural color, which I don't mind that at all because I don't think it's ugly. This foil is just really not wanting to stick. So that's like our nice wood panel section using our 3 Dim Eye colors. Piece in the foil, so now we're going to color melt. And so what color melt means is it's just one color melting into another. I am going to probably stick to the 6A on the root and then melt in and like alternate melting into 6BV and the 6VR. Because I think in the video the top stays pretty dark, so I'm kind of like on a roll with just what I'm doing and I've forgotten all about the video. So, I mean, I didn't forget all about it, but like, you know what I'm saying. So this 6A is a lot different from the 6A that we put on the bottom. And I know you're probably thinking, well, 6A is 6A, why would it be different? So this is a Dim Eye permanent from the Dim Eye line. And while these are more opaque, which means they have more tone to them, they are not, they're not like a cream color. They are still like a little translucent, so it'll end up being just a smidge lighter than the bottom color. her. She is kind of blonded. Let me see if we can't show you guys a little bit closer view. So she did get, let's start upside down. So she's definitely less orange under here. That came out really nice. But like just even wet, I can really see all the dimension that's in it. Like it's actually very, very pretty. But I'm going to take it just one step further. On her blonde, I'm going to mix up the dim eye. Actually has some, I don't know if they're flash toners. What are these called? It's just the dim eye in rose gold. So I'm just going to put rose gold over everything. And it's not going to really affect much else other than the blonde because it doesn't have a level. It's just rose gold. So it's not like a level 9 or a level 6. It's just rose gold. So it probably will only just show up on the blonde. So I'm going to mix that up and put it over wet hair. That has to sit for 20 minutes and then we will rinse and dry and then we'll finally be done. So she is done. I went ahead and blow dried her off camera because watching me struggle with a mannequin stand is, I'm sure, entertaining but very frustrating for me. So this is our final look. She is very natural looking and I almost feel like right now, even in this light, you can't see anything. So I'm going to do some B-roll close-ups. Natural and probably not something that you're, I don't want to say used to seeing on this channel because I haven't really done a lot of fun stuff, but this is not, like, this is my moneymaker, like this is like my bread and butter, like what I do behind the chair. But I will say that, like, I do tend to enjoy a little bit more like fun fashion colors, but this came out really pretty. I will definitely be using this technique in the salon. I would 10 out of 10 recommend the Paul Mitchell Education in a Box. This is not a sponsored video. They did send me the box as an influencer. They wanted feedback on it, and I took a like a little questionnaire, but I would order more of these. Like, I really like them, and it was, like I said before, it was very, very easy to just get creative, get out of the box, while still using a technique that they are showing you or giving to you. And I really think that it came out very, very well. I might sell her and put her on my IG. I don't know yet. Thank you guys so much for coming to this video. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and click that like button. If you're not subscribed and you're new here, be sure to hit the subscribe button and click the bell so you can get a notification when I post more videos. I do have a vlog channel, which I just started, so that link will be in the description down below. Be sure you go and follow that to see my everyday life shenanigans and to find out all the tea on my current salon and what's going on, because boy do I have some more tea to spill. I do have 2 separate Instagrams that you can follow. If you want some real life stuff, we're going to go here, and if you want some hair content, we're going to go here. If you want both, that's cool too. So thank you guys so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment down below if you would wear this, like if you would actively go to the salon and be like, hey girl, I want this, you know, whatever. Leave me a comment. I do feel like it's a very fall color, so maybe in your future for fall.